Why, hello there, my fellow scrappers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Zed City, episode 34, Scrap Run. Maybe burn it before I pump? Well, the fire actually destroyed this pump, so I don't want to do that. I don't want to break my pumps until they reach max. Get away from it. There we go. No. Alright, is it contaminated here? I'm really curious, like... Okay, yeah, it's dropping. Jeez, game? Yeah, I don't. I think the mechanic is a little broken. Like, this door is 179% contaminated? What's the point of having 100%? What's the point of having a percentage if it can go over 100? For a system like this. Maybe that's the problem. Yeah, so like this spot is, for instance, 623% contaminated. I think that's what it is. It doesn't cap at 100, and that's fundamentally a little broken as far as game mechanics go. Must be the difficulty scaling? I don't know. One of those things I'll figure out later. As long as I understand the mechanics behind the settings and systems, like I can play to it. I just need to understand the rules. And going into this stream, clearly I did not fully understand the rules, and it took me by surprise. I cannot burn these corpses to see if it resets without burning my own infrastructure, so no. Fire will reset it, but fire also does damage that I don't want to do, as I feel like I've explained a few times. The extractions of those corpses, however, did remove the contamination. Turning things into extracts does work. Yoda, stop. See? Boop. Contamination gone. There's sort of a way to deal with contamination, I suppose. It's just not an easy way to deal with it. It's coming out here. You're exposed to a lot of contamination as you extract. So you just have to be very dutiful and attentive. The quest still has 4 days left, and I'm waiting till max time to accept, so that I can have the best chance to actually complete it. So essentially, as soon as I see like the numbers move anywhere from above none, you kind of need to get out of Dodge. Clothing does give contamination. Everything hypothetically can become contaminated. All items, all things, everything. So yes, that is a vector. Oh, hydrate. Cheers. All right, Guero, how's your health? Light. None. I wonder if it harms animals. So as long as I'm not being constantly pressured by zombies, like, it's not that hard to come out here and do some extracting and just keep a very close eye on contamination growth. So, like, some of this water here is contaminated, and because there's... Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Because there's been so many death, so many that have died here, and because it's in water, and therefore I can't burn it, I can't get rid of it, I can't mitigate it. But in the shoreline, where I can do burns, this is easier to clear of contamination. So we're at threat scale 0. Now would be a really good time to actually work on more moisture pumps, I think. So here's what I'll do. Stockpile. Steel. So work on building a network of moisture pumps so that I can remove all the contamination from around the lakeside and be able to survive as a result. And then also fulfill this quest, because this quest will allow me to heal the dementia, which is a bit of an issue. God, Yoda sounds like a zombie behind me. Can I frag the corpses in the water? I mean, I could, but I don't know if that would remove the contamination. I think fire removes contamination, and blowing up the corpses doesn't. So, blowing up the corpses might help, but only in that the contamination doesn't continue to rise. It doesn't help in a way to remove it. And then the other thing we could do is, once we have the contamination under control, and if the area around here becomes 0 contamination, is actually intentionally sow things like hay. Or to grow hay on purpose in our farms, so that I have straw to be able to put down as a flammable material, which will be a lot cheaper and easier to source than using wood. Because wood obviously is a rather expensive thing to continually burn. And it will become rather unaffordable pretty quickly for us to have to, like, lay down wood floors everywhere to bring the contamination levels down. Oh, there's too many coming in. Alright, Inspire Taming wore off. It's fine. It's not able to take care of it in time. Because we're at so extraordinarily low threat scale, I'm sending... Oh, Zeusson needs to eat. I'm going to send everyone out to stand guard as I try to get as many serums as possible. Nope, nope. How about now? Yeah, pops are low enough. Okay, red field. Unrestricted. This is all to cure dementia. Things we do for friends and family, right? So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to grab the corpses that are not in the most contaminated spots, because I won't get melted, won't get my face melted from the corpses that are kind of like on the outskirts. trying to avoid the most densely corpse-trafficked areas because they're the most deleterious to my health. Okay. Fangface, because this is all for your medical care, for the most part, I'm going to have you deep dive into the nasty. Try to do it quickly. Hold your breath. Yeah, he's already getting roasted. That was quick. All right, Zeusin, your turn. Looks like these zombies are a little bit easier to extract from. This also might mean that a very valid strategy in order to manage contamination levels is to have, for lack of a better term, like hit squads, where we venture purposely out of the base and away from our walls and go kill zombies that are elsewhere, and then the contamination won't be close to home. So the next moisture pump should be built there. Got it. Where-el? I'm gonna have you do that. The other thing is the moisture pumps are going to have very flammable power conduits. So I have to be very careful about fire until the moisture pump, unless I cover the conduits with walls, which in this case I could do, like this. But it's really hard to keep fire away from our pumps. But I'll do my best. All right, close to base. There we go. Gonna make a zombie trap with garage doors. I am able, but I won't. Zombieland mod is not compatible with vehicles, and I'm not going to use vehicle mechanics to exploit zombie mechanics. That's just, excuse my language, dumb. And I explain this a few times throughout the series, that I'm not going to, like, cheese my own rules, because it doesn't make sense to do it. So, I think what I'm going to do is until the pumps expand out to a 9 square, I'm not going to torch anything. And then once they're a 9 square, I can actually complete an area around it and be able to protect it better from fire. So next one would be here or here, either way. Okay. So because we have a bit of a lull in the fighting, I have been able to get some decent work done, moisture pump wise. All right, and I'm officially out of steel. Well, I have a tiny bit of steel there. So it might be good. Oh, God. How are we having a power outage? Really? No, that doesn't make sense. Oh, because these aren't connected. Because of all the, like, save scumming, it's hard to know, like, what I've done and what I haven't. Because we left some things off. Alright, Guero, it's not safe to go outside anymore. There's a zombie sort of sitting there waiting for you. A really toxic one, too. Now, there are some things out here that, I guess now that the contamination really has, like, such a negative effect, we probably should not grab zombie clothing to melt down any longer, as it's not safe for us to do. And there he goes again. Literally mid-meal, he forgot what he was doing. Rough. Alright. Quest is accepted in about 2.5 days or so. There's 3 days on the timer. So we do have a lull, and I'm wondering if it's worth trying to take the truck out to grab like a whole bunch of slag. I'm gonna guess yes. And maybe try to do some hunting. Why are you still making tea? So maybe in the morning, that's what I'll do. We have a about for a day. We have a very low threat scale, so it'll be a good time to get out there. I'm going to open up all the garage doors between here and there. And ready myself to grab a whole bunch of slag. Zooming all the way out. I'm going to double click, look for slag density. So I think around here is probably the densest slag. Where I can grab a lot of slag quick. Stick it in the truck. Call it good. So I'm going to make sure that Guero, Zeusin, maybe Zeusin and Redfield are like all set to go. Maybe have Stormguard. Stormguard won't have like a seat in the... Oh no, she needs to sleep anyway. Alright, so Zeusin and Redfield. Let's have you board Pooker as a driver. Start the engine. Don't run over Exarch. And drive this down to the driveway. Stop it, buddy. Oh my god. Listen to him chew himself up. It's just so aggravating over time. Alright, open. Board as a passenger. And ride. And there's not a lot of zombies. I mean, there's zombies clustered around there, but there's not a lot of zombies around where I'm parking. To be a problem, I think. Okay. Load cargo. Bunch of slag. I like how it's like donkey, like other things that are dead I can load up. There's a few zombies here or there, but we'll take care of them. Oh, you're going for the extractions. Okay. Might as well not have them rot on my watch. Alright, I think what I'll do is I'll create another zone here to have them locked in to the stockpile area, so they don't go, like, wandering around. where they ought not to be, because that's what Zeusin was about to try to do. And we shot the truck, didn't we? Yep. Watch your bullets. This is a pretty good way of, like, hoovering up everything around the map tile. Of course, I have to be very cautious. But the entryway to the base is still nice and open. Oops. Redfield, if there was ever a time not to just, like, cloud watch, it's now. Come on, man. Back. Oh, so some of the steel... Okay. Cancel. So I think everything that was in the zone that we wanted is loaded. Let me continue with cargo and do... like, random blocks until we're full. Just because we have need of blocks. Might as well. We don't have to go very far for them. Okay. Board. I think that was highly successful. Really cleaned out an area of those ruins and grabbed everything of value. I'm not stopping for 2 serums. Alright, don't run over Guero. Don't run over Guero. I cannot stress enough how dangerous it is to run pawns over. It's very, very deadly. And it looks like none of this stuff is contaminated, as far as I could tell. Neat. Well, soon we should have the metal for the moisture pump. Through some nice slagging. And Guero is going to try to get that last moisture pump constructed. Because if I can get these moisture pumps constructed, these moisture pumps cover the majority of where the zombies die. So it will be a huge boon in order to get them built. And then have them service the base. Sleepy, thank you for the resub. Stormguard, stop starting the stupid serums if you're not going to finish them. So how many serums do I have for the quest? Oh, I already have 1, 2, 3 of the 5, and this is number 4. So we're doing pretty good on that. I'm going to need more smaller serums, but I got a lot more done than I thought I would. Oh, don't go out there. You need an escort. A chaperone. Chaperone with a gun. Alright, Guero's doing a quick extract run. Now I can see why extractions or serums are so highly valued by the... Oh, nope, time to leave. By the other communities, because it's very hard to accumulate them without, you know, dying. So the moisture pump is now done. So if you take a look at the moisture pumps, they pretty perfectly overlap all of the major moisture around... And then I'm trying to build this wall so that I can cover up the cabling. And that wall isn't going to have too much of a negative effect on how zombies accumulate around the base. They'll still accumulate around the river. Just I won't be able to torch my own cables. Which is going to make my life a little bit easier. Alright, the last zombie serum we'll do with Zeusin. so that Stormguard stops trying to help and to do part way and then not get it done. So it looks like we're, in order to like wall that up, to fireproof it, we just need a little bit more sandstone. Will that wall prevent me from leaving the top? No. Vehicles. The vehicles that I have, this isn't true of all vehicles. These are 2 wide vehicles, as you can see. They're 2 cells wide. There are vehicles in the, you know, that are much, much, much larger than this. You know, like big tanks and things like that. But as long as there's a 2 wide space, I'm fine. The other thing I wanted to get done, and I think I'm just going to accept the quest now, because I already have 4 of the 5 serums. Or, yeah, 4 of the 5 serums, is to do a little group hunting before the zombie pop gets too nasty. Because it is climbing right now, and I would like to get some of those Megasloths shot before I lose the opportunity. Which, maybe the opportunity's already gone. Zombies are starting to accumulate. They're really starting to accumulate. If I'm quick. Wish our guns did more damage to these zombies. Sometimes they really just absorb a lot of hits. Oh, man. Zeus and move forward. And try to manhunter that... No, don't shoot this stupid thing. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get any hunting done. Yeah, I don't see any other animals. Unless we want to pick up that, like, mostly eaten fox. The zombie attack up here. Oh boy, that is a lot of zombies. There's a miner, but I don't see anything else. Trying to get serums on the way back is easier said than done, but I'll try to grab a few. Just because we're having to give up a lot of territory to these zombies as they're overrunning us pretty quickly. Move. Oh my lord, move. And one thing that is a recurring thing that I see in Twitch chat is a lot of suggestions that are good ones, but not at all realistic. Like, way outside of the realm of possibility for what realistically can get done. Not to say that your suggestions should be viable, but like, I'm gonna ignore the ones that are fantasy. Because it doesn't make sense for me to even consider it. So, just keep that in mind when making suggestions. But yes, in an ideal world, all zombies would be instantly yeeted into non-existence, and I would be the wealthiest apocalypse survivor in the history of all of the zombie apocalypses, but yeah, it's not realistic. Gotta keep them grounded in reality. Alright, so there's 305 zombies. They just happen not to be where I am right now, so I'm gonna try to clean up as much as I can before it gets real nasty. Pull them into the walls and turtle. And I think it's taking a look at the threat scale. If we can get a serum out in a day and clear a whole bunch of zombies, like kind of a ridiculous amount of zombies, it might be possible to actually fulfill the trade obligation. It's just going to be tough to do because there's there's just so many zombies on the map tile that I definitely see a situation where we're just like choked by them. We are officially inside, and I think we're going to base lockdown, because with 320 zombies and climbing, outside is kind of not in the cards for us. I'm always so uncomfortable when Faye Face is like alone down here, because there's absolutely nothing stopping him from just eating it if he gets confused. They're starting to accumulate at our door. The contamination here is actually, it's lowered a bit. It was at like 600. There's still some spots that are spiking high, but it's not as bad as it was. It was so much worse. Well, Taylor, thank you for the 1 year anniversary sub. Welcome, man, and thank you. Thank you, thank you. How much time do I have on that quest? 23 days. Right, this is going to be a little tough on his health because he's going into where it's really polluted. Nope, get out. I just don't... It just seems so ridiculous. It's like, moderate. Oh, 1 second later, you're dead. Yeah, I'm just gonna... You know, I'm gonna retract what I said. The contamination scale, I in my opinion, is broken unless certain clothing can protect you from it. Because it's just like... What was it, like 1 second from, like, light to dead? Or, like, maybe 10 at most, but it really wasn't 10. Which is like, oh, sorry, you're dead. Yeah, it's honestly, at this... The way it's set up... Because this scale goes up to 500%. I can't even imagine. At 500%, you might as well just not be playing. I'll try to leave it... I'll leave it alone for now. I'm not going to go back on what I said. But I'll just have to just... The amount of monotony for extracting, like, one body at a time is kind of silly. So ideally, what we're going to want to do is to not go around these dense areas until we have done a flame purge. And just to, like, grab corpses that are off them by themselves. It does have me wonder if any, because right, I'm in vanilla RimWorld, and Zombieland doesn't require any of the DLCs. I wonder if any of the clothing protects from it. I didn't see that in any of the patch notes, but maybe you guys know. But biotech is the one that adds the pollution mechanics, which would then have the clothing that would protect from contamination. And I don't think anything else would protect from contamination as far as I know. Like, because, you know, why would flak do it? Yeah, I don't know. Pretty rough. The other thing we could consider is cordoning off certain sections of the lake so that we're killing the zombies in different areas to allow for the acquisition of serums. The other thing that happens inevitably is, like, there will be a pile-up of zombies and their corpses will start spilling out further and further away, allowing us to, like, actually gather serums from far-flung places as a result. But yeah, it's hard to account for how quick the contamination kills you, because there is no warning. It's like noticeable to dead in like 5 seconds flat. I feel like you'd have better hugging like the elephant's foot in Chernobyl would kill you slower. Which means that these zombies are like as radioactive as like neutron stars. It just kind of doesn't make sense. Maybe not neutron stars. I don't know how radioactive they are, but they don't seem balanced. What next research project? There's the poll. So the vanometrics here will keep the batteries not in use topped up, which is kind of nice. Shooting gallery is going full on shooting. Oh, you know what? I have medicine. I should have taken that off the poll. Let me remove that. Sorry. I'll reset the clock. It's from a leftover from last stream. So threat skill will drop down to 0. We need 1 more serum. A 40% serum needs 40 extract. We're at 26 extract, so I need 14 extract to fulfill the trade obligations. Exarch and Fangface should turn in for the night, as she's a night owl, so she'll need to sleep. And there's definitely some corpses out here spilling beyond the pile up. Oh. Yes, that's a thing. That I can pull for extracts that are not in the, like, death pile. You know, once I can cut through the zombies, because there's so many of them. Man, I need to put Elizabethan cone on Yoda. Anytime he's with me on stream, he just like goes ham and just tears himself a new one. There he goes. Now he's chill. He's so neurotic. All right, let's see if Guero can dip a toe in here. The other thing is, like, we move so slowly in shallow water that it's just really hard to get extracts from the shallow water area without getting sort of stuck sitting in really high contaminated spots for a long time. But once the moisture pumps network is complete, which will be a while, granted, it will be a lot easier to grab extracts and then to do periodic burns, because the corpses themselves are flammable, as is the clothing, so it makes it a lot easier to do, you know, like clear-cut burn type things. I also hear a tanky. Ah, there it is. So, Guero. But I do think, I don't know if the contamination is really truly meant to be this punishing, but either way, I do think that the block mechanics is broken. Like, you shouldn't get fatally contaminated if you block an attack, because then functionally you can't really block attacks. I mean, you can, but like not without dying as a almost immediate and direct result. Okay, we have a tanky coming in, so I am going to go red for this. You guys want charge rifles next, so I'll queue those up. And get my firing crew ready to deal with this tank. Oh, the tank's already plowed a hole in the base. Great. Stormguard, I'm going to have you go joust the zombies and so we can kill the tanky. Don't shoot her. Oh my god. Wait, are you attacking my turret? Dude, what the hell? I'm turning the other turret. I might as well turn the turret that's about to get destroyed on. I think they just, like, attack everything within their, Dear Lord, Yoda, stop. I think they just attack everything within their way. And, like, in this case, the turret was just, like, happened to be in its way. Which is funny in a sad way. I don't think I'm going to be able to out-repair it. What is it attacking now? The door? Or this wall? Yes, good. Come into my trap. So Goro has the sandstone blocks to repair the damage dealt and done. He's going to stand there in a kind of a holding pattern. Oh, you broke my garage door. Alright, Goro, go get the blocks to replace that. All my shooters come in here, because now we have, like, a breach. I wonder if that's the only tanky. Alright, Guero, I need you back. Actually, no. Keep doing what you were doing. Redfield, dip out of this fight and go replace the hole in the wall before there's a breach. Another breach. Don't forget that one. Work on that one. No, work on that one. Come on. You were holding materials. No, don't fight it. Oh, Lord. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Zed City, which originally streamed live on Twitch November 12th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.